It is Wednesday, May 29th, and the Splash Zone is back in your life. I'm Matt Modi, and I got some player prop bangers for you guys to lock in for tomorrow's NBA betting slate. So we got game 5 between the Mavericks and the Timberwolves. I'm going to have one mainline player prop for you guys to lock in, and I'm also going to have an underdog entry for you guys as well. So I'm recording this the day early, so you'll see this drop sometime on Wednesday night, obviously for bangers for Thursday. Before I can give you those bangers, of course, we got to do a recap from last game, which was Tuesday's game 4 of this same series. And it was awesome. One of the most electric nights I've ever had. We had Anthony Edwards in his first quarter point prop. That cashed at plus 110 odds. We did miss Kyle Anderson over 5.5 points, but we cashed out Karl Anthony Towns, 3+ made 3-pointers. That was at plus 185 odds. Of course, I only put half a unit on that one. I should have just slammed it for the full unit, but that was an absolutely electric cash. He didn't even attempt a 3-pointer in the first quarter. I think in the first half as well. He was in foul trouble the whole game. Then he exploded with 4 3-pointers in the second half. Just an amazing cash that we got for the Karl Anthony Towns play. So overall, on Tuesday, we were 2-1, up about 1.03 units on the day. We'll take it. An incredible day. That now brings our entire profit. We have now crossed the 115 unit profit mark on the entire season, which is amazing. And for the playoffs, we're on a really good run. We're profitable in 5 of our last 7 days betting these NBA playoffs. We're now up over 7 units on the playoffs as well. Was very hit or miss basically the first month of the playoffs, but the last week has been really, really good. So hopefully we're able to continue this hot streak for our next pick for game 5. And we can get right into it. So remember to like the video, remember to comment, remember to subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out my Dub Club if you're interested in having everything sent to you. As for our first and only mainline play of this game, I'm taking Kyrie Irving over 22.5 points, minus 125 odds at ESPN Bet. I was able to lock this in at minus 120, but last I checked, before I started recording, it was offered at minus 125, which I would still take at that number. And I'm going full aboard the Kyrie Irving train for this game. I'm putting a half a unit on him to score 25 plus points as well. That's at plus 140 odds. And I'm putting a quarter unit on him to score 30 plus points. That's at plus 390 odds at FanDuel. So I'm only going to go with one play, but I'm admittedly playing it pretty hard. So I'm going, again, full aboard the Kyrie Irving train. And just to get into it, so he really struggled in game 4. He only scored 16 points. He only shot 6 of 18 from the field. It was just really not a good Kyrie Irving game. Of course, the game before that, he scored 33 points. So I think it makes sense to expect a little bit of regression after that 33-point performance for Kyrie. But I went back on NBA.com. You can do this. I watched every single one of Kyrie Irving's 18 shots, and it honestly made me feel way better about him going over for the next game. Now, I remember watching it live thinking, man, Kyrie's missing a lot of good looks, but I wanted to look into that to make sure that I was right. And it was 100% the case. Again, I watched all 18 of his missed shots. 2 of them were blocked by Jaden McDaniels literally right as he was going up, so he didn't even get an attempt. So 6 of 16 on actual attempts. And he missed 2 wide open 3-pointers off of really good Luka passes. One of them was in the first pass for Luka, or third quarter, where he wrapped around the whole defense, threw it with his left hand. Another one was in the corner where Kyrie Irving was wide open. He missed 2 pull-up 3-pointers going against Rudy Gobert as well. And then in the fourth quarter alone, he missed 2 shots around the rim that he normally makes. So again, I watched all 18, really over 16 of his shot attempts. Those are shots that Kyrie Irving, you expect him to make, and you expect him to make moving forward. So just because he missed them last game, I'm honestly betting on that regression to the mean next game. Nothing about his shot selection, nothing about the Timberwolves defense, nothing scared me off of this Kyrie Irving play. Unfortunately, basketball, the NBA, it's a make or miss league. Kyrie missed shots that he normally makes. I'm betting that does not continue game over game. I think Kyrie Irving is going to come out on fire. Whether it's coming out of the second half on fire, I think he gets us to the 23 points. There's no way that in a game 5 where the Mavericks, and especially Kyrie Irving, don't want to give any momentum to the Timberwolves, there's no way that Kyrie is going to go out quietly. And what I like about his game from game 4, I don't like 16 points. I don't like 6 of 18 from the field. What I do like is 18 shot attempts. The concern with Kyrie and why everybody was scared to bet on Kyrie was after the Thunder series, where he really didn't shoot. He was a rebounder, he was a passer, he was not a shot maker in that Thunder series. Part of that was because of how the Thunder play defense, right? They're really aggressive, sending traps and sending doubles. The Timberwolves rely on their straight up one-on-one defense a lot more than the Thunder did, which is why Kyrie Irving is shooting more. Again, in game 4, he took 18 shot attempts. That was more than he shot in every single game in that Thunder series, except for one. So in 5 of 6 games, he did not shoot 18 attempts like he did in game 4. And then in games 1 and 3 of this series, Kyrie took over 20 shot attempts. So it is absolutely a series for Kyrie Irving to score. If he gets up another, honestly, if he has that same exact shot profile in game 5 that he had in game 4, I would be pretty confident that he would at least be able to get the over 22.5 as our mainline play, and pretty confident that he would get the 25 plus ladder play as well. I think he has really, really high ceiling potential. Then if you really want to dive in on the Kyrie Irving train, I also do like his 3-point prop as well. That is priced at 2.5, and it's priced for plus money as well. As I mentioned, he was 1 of 6 from deep in game 4. 2 of those misses were wide open. Another 2 of them were pull-up shots over Rudy Gobert that he can make. So really not tightly contested, not high difficulty shots either. So I'm not going to make that an official play, but if you really just wanted to dive fully in on Kyrie Irving, I think his 3-point prop is a good play as well. I'm sticking with his points as my mainline play, his points for a ladder play as well. Not my points. I would not score in an NBA game. And that's our mainline play. In terms of the underdog, you see it on the screen here. It's the Kyrie Irving points that we just talked about. And then the other 2 plays are Luka Doncic over his first quarter point prop and Mike Conley over his mainline point prop. These are 2 plays that are really, really good, valuable plays taking on underdog fantasy and not as much taking straight up, right? When you're playing on underdog doesn't charge any extra juice for most of their plays. So if you look at props that the sportsbooks have heavily favored, you can really get some value on underdog. And that's exactly what we're doing here. Now, the Kyrie Irving first quarter point prop, I was really close to making that a standalone play, but the odds, I just didn't want to drink the juice, really weren't worth it. So that's why I decided to put it in the parlay. And then I really like this Mike Conley play as well. It's another situation where we're getting an awesome, awesome price on his prop in general, playing this on Underdog Fantasy. And Conley in general has been really good for the Timberwolves this series. I should have been on his points earlier than right now, but hopefully it works out in this parlay. But he's been awesome for the Timberwolves. He's gone over in the last 3 games. And his little mid-range floater and his ability to make open 3-pointers is really valuable for the Timberwolves. So I like Mike Conley to go over his point prop, and then Luka over his first quarter point prop, and then we already mentioned Kyrie Irving as well. And that's all we got. So 1 mainline play, 1 underdog parlay for you guys to lock in. I might add more plays. If I do, I'll post it out on Twitter into my Dub Club, but I'm probably just going to rock with this 1 Kyrie Irving play and then the underdog as well. And that's officially all we got. So I appreciate everybody for watching. Make sure to like the video, comment, subscribe. Make sure to check out the Dub Club if you're interested, and have a good one.